So welcome to the first Pars TV Walk and Talk halftime interview of the season, and I'm delighted to say we're joined by Robbie Fraser. Robbie, thanks for taking the time to talk to us this afternoon after training. How's the build-up been to hopefully your debut on Friday?
Build-up's been very good, quite a quick process for me, been in a few days training now since I signed, so yeah, it's nice to be a part of it. The boys have took me in really well, the staff have been great with me, and there's a really good buzz about the place, and we're looking forward to the game Friday now.
Is it any better game that you could have came into to start with in a Fife derby?
It's hard for a game to be any bigger than that, so yeah, the boys are certainly up for it, but we know what's at stake. We're certainly capable of going there and getting 3 points.
In terms of yourself, how did the move to Dunfermline come about? Was it something that's been going on all summer, or was it quite a quick transfer process for you?
I would say it was a little bit slower, and I would say maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago there was interest. There was contacting my agent, contacted Rangers, but it took a couple of weeks for it to materialise. But I'm just happy to get over the line, and I've had a good few days training now.
When the option came up to join the Pars, was it something that you instantly thought that's for me, or what considerations did you need to think about?
Well, when I heard the interest at first, I certainly know about the size of the club. Obviously, being Scottish, I certainly take an interest in Scottish football and the bigger teams in the leagues, and Dunfermline are certainly a huge club. My agent actually played with the club in the past, and my dad was telling me stories about Dunfermline, so yeah, there was certainly interest straight away, and obviously the gaffer's pedigree in the game. And obviously I knew a lot of the boys, and there was a lot of factors in why I wanted to come and play my football here. You
played against Dunfermline while on loan at Livingston last year. What was your memories of playing against the club and coming here to KDM Group East End Park?
Well, the 2 times I played last year for Livingston against Dunfermline, it was not the greatest results, so we drew and lost. But it was certainly a great atmosphere coming here. I actually played my birthday and lost, so not the greatest birthday, but the atmosphere was really good. You can tell that the fans are really passionate, and that's certainly something I want. I want to play in front of fans who care and are demanding and passionate, and we want to go out and entertain them and get 3 points each week.
Signing a 3-year deal is a big commitment from yourself, but also a big commitment from the club. How do you view signing that length of contract?
It's before they've even really watched me. It's a show of faith. So I certainly want to try and repay that on the pitch as much as I can. I'm coming in here to be Robbie Fraser, but also be the best I can be for Dunfermline. Anything the manager wants from me, I'm going to try and do my best. For my teammates as well, for the fans, but yeah, it's a show of faith, and I just want to try and earn that back.
How has the transition been from going from Rangers to Dunfermline in that new environment? You've been at Rangers for so long that it must be like going back to school that first day and coming in, trying to learn everybody's names and meeting everybody and get to know each other.
Yeah, I'll not lie, it was a little bit, a difficult time, that moment, that first day when you're coming out your comfort zone. 16 years as a place is a long time, so that first day, I was trying to get to terms with it, but obviously I was car sharing with Mason, so he's took me in well. The rest of the boys have took me in well, so it's a great setup. The place, staff are absolutely brilliant. The boys have been brilliant with me. It's as if I've been here a long time and not just a few days. So yeah, I'm coming to terms with it really quick, and the stadium's great, the facilities are great. I can't really ask for much more.
As you mentioned, they're so long, over a decade at Rangers, and it's a club that a lot of young players, whether it be Celtic or Rangers, they want to try their best at the highest level within Scotland. So was that a difficult decision to finally leave there, or did it come to the stage where you thought, if I wanted to go and establish myself as a first team player, I have to do it now?
Yeah, I felt like I was at the age I am now, that I need to go and test myself, push myself. I feel like I've come out that that young phase, where you can learn and you can train with the first team, but I feel like I'm at that age now where I need to come out and really try and establish who I am and try and make a name for myself in the game. And Dunfermline have given me a great platform here, and I think I'm more than capable of holding my own, if given the opportunity.
You've played games for Rangers first team, but the majority of your first team minutes have came in the Scottish Championship with Livingston. How would you compare that to what you were used to? Were you able to adapt to the Championship quite quickly last season?
Yeah, I feel I was actually. Certainly growing up, I feel I've been able to adapt quite quickly to, you know, any scenario in a game, any situation. So yeah, I felt I took to the Championship quite quickly. I managed to, you know, establish myself in the team quite quickly at Livingston. Obviously I was on the bench first game, and then after that I was in the team pretty much for the rest of the season. So yeah, I feel I adapted well, and you know, who knows when my first opportunity will come at, you know, Dunfermline, but as soon as it comes, you know, I feel I'm ready, you know, to go and show what I can do.
There will still be competition for places here at KDM Group East End Park, but is that something that you feel is a good thing overall for the squad to push us forward and try and meet our goals this season?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, see, when you're at a club, when there's loads of top players and there's competition, I feel you're at a really good, proper club. You know, a demanding club, a club of ambition. You shouldn't find it easy to get in the team each week, and you know, I certainly know there's players in and around my positions in the park that are certainly more than capable of playing over me, but I also feel I'm capable of playing over them. So you know, it's a healthy competition, I would say. The training's been through the roof, and we're all trying to get in the team and perform for the football club.
We've touched on at the start about the Fife Derby this weekend against Straith Rovers. It'll be your first experience of that, but you are experienced in terms of knowing what the Old Firm Derby is like. I think I'm right in saying at the start of this season you got some minutes off the bench at Ibrox, so you'll be used to that kind of high intensity, high atmosphere and that pressure to go and win.
Yeah, certainly. I've played in almost probably one of the biggest derbies in world football, so yeah, I'm certainly no stranger to, you know, derbies in the game, and you know, we want to go make our mark the first one of the season this year. You know, we're going there to be us, but also win. No matter how we do it, we want to win, and hopefully we can do that.
Going back to a couple of words you used a few answers ago about demands, expectations, that's something again that you have grown up with, so it'll be something that you'll thrive upon here.
Yeah, I would say, you know, the pressure every day, you know, I felt it every day. I felt I was able to cope with it. You know, as you get older, you cope with it more, and I've came to a club with huge ambition. I certainly know what the club are striving to do, and as players we want to get the club back to where they belong, you know, in the top league. We certainly believe we've got a squad capable, a group capable of doing that. And you know, we want to get another 3 points on the board. The lads have started well. I came in a little bit later, but the lads have started well. Got 4 points from 6. You know, we want to try and get another 3 points on the board. And
just finally, the supporters turning up here every week in big, huge, massive numbers. Well over 3,000 season tickets sold already. Near enough 2,000 fans going to the game in Kirkcaldy on Friday night. What's your message to them as you join this club? They've been really excited since your signing's been announced. What's your message to them?
My message to them is just try and support the boys as much as possible, you know. Try and support me, try and support us all, you know. We're trying to drive in one direction, and that's forward, and us as players will try and give the absolute maximum we can on the pitch. And here's hoping that we can get 3 points Friday night and moving forward in every single game, because that's obviously the outcome we want in every game.
Thanks very much for your time, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you.